Hello everyone. I guess it's just me right now, but I've got 3 other DMs here, and guess what? We're about to play some Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah.
I can see the tentative, you're waiting for us to jump in at any moment. Just pleading eyes that are just looking at each of us in sequence, being like,
"Goddamn, just say something.
Say
your
something."
What? Say something.
We are the Forever DMs.
Are we?
So you're the host, yeah? Is that what we're gathering from?
I know. No, I feel like all of us are the hosts.
That's the whole point of this.
There was... So, are we still in the deciding on names part of this conversation now that this has started? Mm-hmm. So, there is another podcast that I have listened to, which is run by Zach Oyama from Dropout, College Humor stuff. And he has a podcast called the Rotating Heroes Podcast, which is very unfortunate that name is already taken, because Rotating Heroes would be fantastic for a group of DMs who rotate running games and one-shots for each other.
It would be nice.
But, yeah.
I still like the Forever DMs. I think you nailed it.
Yeah. I think Forever DMs is pretty good.
Alright, Forever DMs.
Go with that.
Should we check and see if anyone's doing that?
Oh shit, okay, I've got my computer open.
To the internet. Don't die, Jesus.
Alright, first episode.
Okay, the Forever DMs is a podcast by 4 DMs.
Wow.
We're tired of being the Forever DM.
God damn it.
Yeah, okay, so we're actually... It turns out there's never been an original idea ever in the history of humans existing.
What if we just string together a random series of words, like we did when we named...
Laduation.
Yeah, we could do that and then say podcast after it. It'll be implied.
Will it roll off the tongue the way that something like Forever DMs, or, just to name examples of big ones, like Not Another D&D Podcast, Dungeons and
Goddamn
Dragons.
hot sauce, Alex.
From the outside looking good.
Though.
It is good.
Okay, great.
Sorry.
You're good. No, I like play on words, though. I will say that.
You want a pun?
I love a good pun.
How do we pun? That's like half the fan base. Did you make a pizza sandwich?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Is that a pizza slice in between 2 pizza slices?
Maybe. No, it's just a pizza taco.
Okay. So, obviously we're not... the setting of the world that we play in is called Lei Dueju. We're all DMs. We are definitely not taking ourselves very seriously all the time. Yeah. Though I think we do have a pretty good ability to build serious characters.
I think there's a heavy emphasis on having fun, levity with serious undertones.
Yes. Yeah. Where it's characters that are serious in serious situations, and then all of us have to sit in their shoes and be like, duh.
Everyone loves a good clown prince.
Yeah, I think I will forever love that group of characters.
Chet Burger's a great...
It felt like Breaking Bad, but none of you... Well, you had the chemistry.
It was Breaking Burgers.
Breaking Burgers.
That's good. That's good shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Naming things is...
That's hard.
This feels like Session Zero, but of a podcast.
It is Session Zero.
Podcast. What about Session Zero?
Okay, I'm going to Google Session Zero podcast and see if that's a thing. I almost... 100% would say that it is.
No, yeah, that was too easy.
I am also asking ChatGPT, can you please provide a couple of names for a Dungeons and Dragons podcast run by all DMs?
Yeah, there's multiple Session Zero podcasts.
Hold on.
One of them with the number 0 and one with the letter 0.
I think what we stumbled on right there is that we can just name, like, who cares if somebody else has it? It doesn't matter who did
We just
first.
have to be better than them.
Exactly.
Here's also what ChatGPT came up with.
I tried to spell thesaurus and I spelled thesaurus.
A very ironic mistake.
Possible ChatGPT answers: roll for wisdom, emphasizing the knowledge and insight shared by experienced
Wow.
DMs.
Okay.
Okay.
Masterminds and mayhem, not as strong.
Eminem.
Yeah.
Eminem.
You guys listen to Eminem?
DM's Guild Hall,
No.
That's too close to the DM's Guild website, I think.
critically mastermind.
No.
Nothing with,
sounds like...
nothing with critical in
Yeah,
the name.
no.
Will always be overshadowed. And then the last one, behind the screen.
That's not bad. But it also sounds like we're doing,
Like a DM tips kind of
Yeah.
thing.
which we can do. That would be fun.
Which, yeah, I mean, it is more so I feel
What
like...
was the first one?
Roll for wisdom.
Roll for wisdom.
That's not terrible.
My silly thought was
That's not
just
terrible.
going for Session 0, but going to thesaurus.com and being like, what's another word for session? What's another word for, this?
0.
Yeah, and doing the whole thing where it's like, when you're a kid and you use a thesaurus to try to pad your, paper that you're writing. Instead of writing political party, you write political social gathering, and it's like, it's not the same.
Yeah.
I'm actually 100% behind that idea. We'll just see what comes up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If I could spell thesaurus, we'd get there sooner, but...
Doesn't Google help you spell things?
It does, but that doesn't help that my thumbs and fingers still do things wrong. Conference, huddle.
No.
How about session zeroed in?
No.
What? I
Session
like that.
0 hour.
No.
0th level sessions.
Did you change the prompt to be like session 0?
Yeah, ChatGPT provides me with everything.
Okay, I liked the idea of incorporating either rotating or rotating and DMs.
No.
I think that kind of speaks to largely what
Literally
we do.
what we're doing.
Yeah.
By definition, that is what we're doing.
So
Um.
rotating. Synonyms
What
for
about-
rotating: circling, moving. Weak matches would be ambient, circulatory,
Circulatory. Circulatory masters.
fluid.
Sorry.
Fluid Masters?
Okay.
Okay, now let's
wait
look
a
up.
minute.
Now let's look up a
Fluid
synonym.
masters? That does sound a little bit like we're talking about cum.
Yeah.
It does.
So no. Now
Everyone loves a good clickbait.
now we look up synonyms for masters. So fluid administrators,
No.
fluid bosses,
No.
I don't know. Fluid bosses.
Fluid commander?
fluid gurus.
Oh my god. Nothing inspires D&D at all, but I love
Like the fluid gurus.
Fluid Guru.
That's the name of our punk band.
Ah, that would
Yeah.
actually slap. That would fucking
Yeah.
That would slap. It's gold, actually. I don't think it's gold for
Fluid
this,
commanding
but...
officer. Fluid head person? No.
The fluid swami.
Fluid. Fluid top dog.
Okay, and now let's look for words that are synonyms for dungeons. If I can-
Dwellings.
Dungeons. Torture chamber. Strongest match.
Fluid torture chamber gurus?
Ooh.
This sounds like a
we're
very...
skewing in a weird direction
Yeah.
right now.
I love the bunny trail we're going down. I just did a fucking spit take.
The fluid vault swamis.
I love it, but I also... No.
Love it, but don't at the same time.
Why did we get stuck on
Okay.
fluid?
Because all of us are perverts.
I'm not letting go of fluid.
Okay.
Wait. I'm willing to let go of fluid.
Here's the other thing: is we can do like a tales from, or like stories by, something like that.
What
where
if we
it's
do
like-
that trope in anime where you just do like a ridiculously long name
No.
that's super...
I tried to be a dungeon master, but then I got in a group with 4 other dungeon masters, and now we rotate who's the dungeon master.
That sounds fucking great!
Who's gonna type that in?
No one's typing that in.
We only have to do that once.
And then we short. Oh, here we go. An acronym.
Okay, yeah, give me the acronym too.
Yeah.
I wanted to
Pick
be
a
done
word.
with
Like,
the
write
GPT.
this down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Give me
wait,
an
do we need to
acronym.
pick
Okay.
a word for? That's a great question though. Like, do we create the acronym based off of the canter? Like, I tried to be a dungeon master in a room of dungeon masters.
If we're making an acronym out of that, oh no, you're saying like.
Or do we pick a word and then create an acronym based off of that word?
Oh, I guess, doing a word makes it much easier for people, like, not that I'm assuming we're going to get popular, we're just doing this for ourselves, but, like, if we talk about it in shorthand,
Yeah.
we can say, oh, do you guys listen to Scuba? The self-contained underwater breathing apparatus?
You know what? I don't think that D&D name for a podcast has been taken. I
bet money on it.
Yeah, it's a case.
Yeah.
What's a word?
I do. Okay, now that is kind of warming up in my brain. That time I tried to be a dungeon master in a room of dungeon masters.
See, it's a great light novel title.
Yeah,
because it has that same, like, I did this and this is what happened kind of cadence that they usually go with, where it's like...
It's like, it like sparks that, like, what if, like, oh, you see that, you're like, what if you were a dungeon master in a room of dungeon masters? Would you look like an idiot? Yeah, the answer is yes.
That all of us constantly look
Yeah.
like idiots. Yeah.
Every time. I remember last Justin was like, I can see the light leaving your eyes.
God.
Yeah.
I do.
That's
As
how you know it's real.
all of us are just going on about how we want to do drugs.
Yeah.
And, like...
I adamantly said I was a sober character.
I don't... Oh, because... What was it? We were breaking into a gala.
Yes.
But we decided not to do that.
No.
Wasn't that actually a through line in both of the last
Yeah, no, I
podcasts?
told you, I'm out. I have nothing else to pull out
You're
of
like,
my
I don't know,
ass.
heist, gala, they can go to the gala, but we never choose to.
Nobody ever wants to go to the fucking gala.
You really just want to role play a gala.
I think it'd be fun. I think it'd be quirky.
Yeah.
You know, I've been in a couple campaigns where that actually worked out pretty successfully.
That was your first campaign. Remember?
What?
The heist? Where all go to a party?
Oh, the first one that I ran
Yes.
for the group that you showed up for one session and then quit.
I'm sorry! I have social anxiety. But yeah, you had a gala, and I thought that was always fun.
It was a one shot actually that I.
And you what? Okay, wait.
It was
Wait,
a one
how does
shot
that
that I
work?
used because it was a group of new players who
No.
had never played before, and Wes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so I pulled up a one shot to run as like a test trial session because we were going to be running Dragon Heist,
Yeah.
like the book. And I was like, cool.
So
I got
that's
a
what you
book.
mean by he quit. He didn't
Yes.
get into the actual thing.
No,
He
well, it was
just did
supposed
the
to go
one
on for a while, but I was like, God, they hate me.
And then nobody hated you,
Yeah.
not even a little bit.
No, it was awkward.
It's
Yeah,
okay, it's
the
okay.
fully all you thinking that people didn't like you for some reason, which is just absurd in the first place.
No. Can I?
I do have an acronym for Roll for Wisdom. Reckless overlords, learning lore, forging outstanding realms while inspiring stories, developing outstanding mastery. Subtitle, and somehow rolling nat ones along the way.
Stop.
Jesus Christ.
Okay. I'm gonna veto that one.
I do like that it's really long.
Yeah.
I do like that it's really long. I feel like Roll for Wisdom makes me feel like it's too serious.
Okay.
It's clever though.
Just
It is
asking
clever. It is
ChatGPT
very
to make
clever.
it longer. No.
It's like roll.
Give us longer titles. We want more.
Roll for dungeon mastery. No, that's stupid.
What about... Oh wait, how do you? I don't mean dungeon like long, or mean Justin. I almost called. I don't know why I called you dungeon. Justin, like long names.
I think it depends on the ring. I think it depends on the canter. I think it depends on how it comes off the tongue. Like the time I was reincarnated as a slime, like that just happens.
So it's got to have like some play on the tongue.
Yeah, I'm always down for a good play on the tongue.
Nice.
What about this acronym? The acronym is Extraordinary DMs. Exploring every tactical realm, assembling outstanding realms, delivering incredible narratives and remarkable yarns.
Yarns!
Darling masterminds to spin epic stories. Subtitled, while questioning the meaning of life between critical hits and fumbles.
My thing is that ChatGPT always writes its phrases like it's a Disney adult.
Yeah. I will say
Maybe that's our target audience.
Yeah, I mean, it works.
I like the idea of, like, Darling Masters. That's nice.
That's a positive.
What about...
DM squared, Dungeons and Madness multiplied, Daring Masters, Misguided Monsters, and Hilarious Encounters.
That's pretty good.
DM squared. Is that taken?
The first one was Adventures, but it's an acronym for Absolutely Deranged Villains, Elves, Necromancers, Templars, Underdogs, Rogues, and Epic Shenanigans.
Pretty good.
DM squared is kind of fun.
I do like
DM
DM squared.
squared.
I said give me another, and it said DM cubed. God.
Just gonna keep going up exponentially.
Try again, please. The DMs, the hilarious escapades of dungeon masters, delightfully mischievous storytellers.
Yeah.
Again, it's a balance. If you're gonna get that wordy,
Wait,
but I also think it is an acronym
true.
for the DMs.
I mean, I'm still kind of settled on DM squared. Like that's.
I'm leaning towards DM squared. Because we are
fucking
nerds.
Here's one.
We are very
The
You're gonna start
acronym.
putting explicit, and like I don't know that I can control.
The acronym for this one is DAM. Dungeon Masters Antics and Mayhem Narratives, a hilarious saga of spells, swords, and shenanigans.
Damn.
Yeah, DAMN.
Damn.
Damn. You listen to DAM?
Have you checked out the latest episode of Damn?
I kind of like that. Yeah, that feels good.
Yeah, DM Antics and Mayhem Narratives.
Okay, we have two.
Okay, so we have Damn.
And DM squared.
We have DM squared.
I like DM squared and DAM. I'm literally just typing another one every time it gives me something.
More. I also liked, Justin, I can't remember what you said. That time I became a dungeon master with 400 other dungeon masters.
The time I tried to become a dungeon master and ended up in a group with 4 other dungeon masters, and, yeah. Something else. Let's see. Here's 4 more options.
Okay.
Mayhem, multiple adventures yielding hilarious encounters and escapades from Misfit Dungeon Masters. Misfit Dungeon Masters is honestly just
Okay,
also a good
solid
one.
point.
Yeah.
Solid point.
Can we check that? Is Misfit Dungeon Masters?
Or just Misfit
Misfit
DMs.
Yeah,
I
Misfit
think.
DMs.
Chaos.
Wallflower DMs. Sorry.
Combat, hilarity, and outrageous stories is Chaos. Drama, dungeon rulers, antics, mayhem, and adventures, or farce, fantastic adventures, ridiculous combat, and epic dungeon master shenanigans.
Farce.
I don't know. I liked Damn. Okay, so
Misfit Dungeon Masters, I think, is really good.
Misfit Dungeon Masters, Damn, Dungeon or DM
DM
squared.
There's the Misfit podcast,
Different.
but that's it.
Misfit DMs.
And I don't imagine that's a D&D podcast. That's probably something completely different.
It says Misfits bring out the magic with a fully packed podcast discussing David Blaine's most recent performance. It's specifically about David Blaine.
Okay.
We can compete with that.
So I think we could probably
We can beat
compete
that
with
out.
that.
Honestly, I don't know if we can. It says Mason shares the details on playing pool with questionable hookers in Thailand.
Okay.
So that's our next one shot?
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Yes.
What if we just take the Misfits podcast and we turn it into a D&D podcast about the Misfits podcast?
That could be our shtick.
It's so
We
fucking
like
meta,
that.
like just
D&D.
and more D.
Yeah.
D&D and more D.
So D&D and more D is actually a storefront opportunity that I've pitched to a couple of different people, because I feel like the realms of fantasy and the realms of kinks overlap a little bit.
Immensely.
Yeah, right? So
It's like a
wouldn't
circle.
you like to like go and not only buy your DM manual, but also a dragon dildo in the same store?
Not only a DM manual, but also a DM manual.
Yeah, right?
Mhm.
Right? Patent pending.
We've got bad dragons and we've got bad dragons.
Yes. Okay, we have some really good
I'm
ones
actually
right
talking
now.
to Trevor about this. And we're trying to workshop it. Like,
Make a storefront?
I would love that.
Are you guys going to be making the dildos or just
I
like a
might.
storefront?
I don't know. There's possibilities. That sounds like a project that I don't have time for, but
What-
it's been an idea that's been floating around in my mental sphere for a while.
I am a huge proponent that like ideas, like we are the catalysts, and then ideas will float around. And if you find the idea finds you, that means you're the one who should do it.
I'm the chosen dildo creator.
Mhm.
God damn it.
Make a dildo happen.
Everybody loves a good tentacle, you know.
You make tentacle dildos?
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be a variety.
You've got your tentacle mind flayer dildo. You've got your
Kraken dildo.
Kraken
You
dildo.
guys-
Yeah. You've
All
got
of these
your
monsters I've wanted to
you've
fuck.
got your
now I
displacer
can't.
beast dildo.
Yes,
You've got
a
your,
good displacer beast dildo. Everyone
yeah.
needs one of those.
You got your blink dog dildo.
Oh,
Okay.
Imagine like a
Ever wanna
nine-tails
get
whip,
fucked by a
but
dog?
it's all like the.
This isn't a
displacer
horse
tail.
dildo, it's a centaur dildo.
Okay.
Alright, it's different.
Morally fine. Morally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
That does
Sorry,
beg
I
the
didn't mean to
question.
make you guys go on a tangent.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
This conversation is. I want to ask. like,
Enlightening.
can you have sex with a centaur?
Yeah.
Can you have?
Here's the question: is where is its penis?
It depends on the. Well, that's easy.
It's just the horse
Is
dick.
it where the
Any-
horse dick goes, or is it where the human dick goes?
No, it's
No,
not where
it's
the
a-
human dick goes. It never is.
Wow.
I've never seen a depiction of a centaur with a human
That's true.
dick.
You never see one with the horse. It's just a fucking dick.
Or
But you could.
I mean, you could. They could have two.
why
Fuck
not
it.
both?
Absolutely.
Why can't centaurs have two dicks? They're already fantasy creatures.
They already have.
They already have two rib cages.
How
Yeah.
do dragons have dicks?
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys all said that very
Of course they do.
confidently,
You should see the picture.
very quickly.
There's
Actually, have
no
some sketches
hesitation.
made.
No hesitation.
Clearly,
whatsoever.
one of us hasn't visited the Dragons Fucking Cars subreddit.
I have not. I have not. Actually, no, I have. Exactly what you're talking about.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you guys are all on board.
Yeah.
A beholder dildo, but it's just an eye stop.
Is that the name for the podcast? Beholder dildo?
We're hitting some bangers right now.
Hey!
Nice.
Sorry. Told you I love a good
Hold on,
song.
I'm gonna start writing these down because I feel like they're almost getting lost.
Yeah, we're losing them. We're losing them!
Hold on.
Clear! Poof!
I did get my very first
Dildo?
first aid training. First aid training.
Sorry. I'm proud of you.
Alex,
All
did
y'all.
you say Beholder
I need
Dildo
you.
was the name of the podcast?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So at the top of the list, Beholder Dildo, followed by DM Squared, followed by...
Hold on, go slow. Beholder Dildo.
Also can be broken up. Behold her dildo.
Whoa, layers.
Multiple names.
Wow,
Okay.
wow.
Layers.
Talk about consideration.
Misfit Dungeon Masters.
Misfit Dungeon Masters, yes.
Now, hot sauce was tasty.
And damn. I don't remember what that stood for, but I liked it.
I got it. Damn was Dungeon Master's antics and mayhem narratives. A hilarious saga of spells, swords, and shenanigans.
Dungeon Master's antics and narratives. Oh, mayhem, antics, and narratives.
Yeah.
Narratives.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 4. I felt like we had more.
We did, but we vetoed them.
Okay.
We've narrowed.
Okay. Do we want to come up with more? Or do we want to do these 4 and decide on it?
That's a good question. I mean, how involved, like, do we want Aaron to be? Because
In
there's
this?
that. Yeah.
That's true.
Because, like, I'm down keeping it this way, but I also don't want to exclude him.
His input would be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can text him right now.
Or
They do chat.
Saga. Spells, antics, goblins, and adventures.
Specifically goblins.
Hey, I'm just saying. I didn't come up with it, but it is there.
It fits. ChatGPT knows. It has input beyond what we can possibly imagine.
It's true. It's true.
That's true.
That's my character sheet right there real quick.
Okay, since this is essentially the session 0 of a podcast, I'm going to say that we have these 4. The name is still to be determined.
Okay.
And then we figure out from there.
To be determined.
To be determined.
TBD.
TBD.
The best dungeon masters.
Holy shit.
Maybe not
Yeah.
best. Maybe B could be something else, but...
No, fine.
Bodacious.
The best. The best.
Mm-hmm.
Bonita.
Bonita.
The
You feel
bonita.
bonita?
Do you feel bonita?
I feel bonita.
Can you look bonita? Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
I had to complete the meme.
Who is running the Who
Okay, we hear you, Wesley. You're not running the one shot.
I mean, I can, but just expect there to be a golem of some kind.
Gala.
And then
expect us not to go to it.
keep putting it out there.
Oh, this is good. This is good. I love it.
Still recording. Yeah, I'm gonna have to edit a lot of this. Okay,
Yeah.
thank God.
Listen, a gala sounds great, but the last 2 one-shots that we've played, it played the same character, and he's not a gala guy.
He's a heroin
true.
guy.
It's a heroin guy. Wow. Yeah, okay. We should have a lot of trigger warnings before every episode.
I don't even know how he predicts.
Let the audience raw dog it.
Yeah.
It's free.
If they show up to a Dungeon Master a podcast called Beholder Dildo,
They should know what they're getting themselves
Yeah.
into.
I love that. Yeah. Yeah, no, for sure.
Well,
am I DMing?
I do have...
Come on.
Shut up.
I have a one-shot that I can run that is one that, like, out of lots of homebrew stuff that I've purchased over the years is...
It's like a conglomeration of
yeah,
things.
it's a pretty just, like, straightforward, like... I bought this pack of one-shots that are, like, supposed to be, like, hey, easy to run without even having read them. Just minimal prep and natural delivery, so...
You do?
I am.
You guess so?
And it is for level 1 characters.
Okay. To the internet. No, I'm just kidding. I just grabbed my phone.
So, I'll give you the synopsis. On a starless night at sea, a black-masted galleon lunges out of the swirling ocean mist. It sails on a close parallel course to the character's ship. The ship is the infamous Ghost Light, a legendary galleon that houses the afterlife for departed sailors, and it invites the PCs aboard. If the PCs board the ship, they find a series of extra-dimensional spaces inside. They also discover one of the ship's underworld guardians has been overthrown by a malevolent spirit and his deadly minions.
Question. Are we starting the campaign with us already accepting to go on board, or is that an option to
Are we
not
on
go
board and we can just veto your entire campaign?
Yeah. we said go with
The
all.
characters are... the characters will already be traveling by sea on a misty, starless night. The
Okay.
waters are becalmed, bringing your voyage to a near standstill.
Okay.
You're on a ship that's essentially like at a standstill for the night because there's no winds and there's no waves.
Okay. I'm down.
Epic.
You just need to create a level 1 character.
Okay. Give me uno momento.
Character made.
Character made
Is
already.
anybody gonna play the captain here?
It sounds like you're gonna.
I
be the
don't
captain.
want to be my character that I have in mind will be particularly like a right hand man to the captain.
Okay.
So I might need a captain.
It might be part of my entire character, but I might need one.
Who wants? Alainya, do you want to?
I am always down to be the captain. I was kind of thinking about playing Nakum.
The elephant on
Yeah.
a boat?
Why not?
That's true.
It's a big ship.
You're right.
Nakum Vasul is your captain. At level 1, that seems
volume.
inappropriate. It feels like I just purchased this vessel. And then I went to the local pub.
You went on an adventure that went poorly and decided to spend your money on a ship to...
Yep.
What's
Gotta make up the losses.
What's better is that you're level 1 and I'm gonna play the captain, stenographer, and biographer. So you, having no adventures at all, have already rented a biographer.
But you gotta build from somewhere.
That's the thing, is you're going on your ship and you're traveling and Nakum is regaling you with the stories of their previous adventures. And it's gonna end very poorly, probably just getting to the point where it's like, and then we kill the kid.
Oh, God.
I mean, I did.
Literally smothered him to death.
Oh my god.
Because he was being possessed by devils and demons, and we didn't know what else to do, and all of our companions went down.
So, this is the epilogue because I believe when Nakum started that adventure, Nakum was level 3.
Mhm.
So...
Nakum is like in their
This is
twilight
right-
years.
yeah, this is
Nakum
right
didn't
before.
work out for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Nakum actually became a hermit for a little while, and then decided to take some of the money that they have and buy a ship, and was like, you know what, I need to get back out there.
Life is for the living.
Life is for the living. Yes, exactly.
So you're playing a sidekick. Or not a sidekick, an assistant.
The personal stenographer and biographer.
Can I be your personal assistant?
The personal assistant to the personal biographer. Yes, absolutely.
Cool.
Is anybody going to be a
Associate
sailor?
I'll
Is anybody a
Here's what
sailor?
we'll do. I'll be the biographer, you be the stenographer, so whatever Nakum says, I dictate and you write down.
Yeah, okay.
You're playing a long game of telephone to write this.
Yeah.
To write this biography.
Is that what Nakum is doing? Is trying to write a biography at sea?
Apparently. I mean, I didn't choose this.
That sounds cool. I like that.
Alright.
Biography at Sea. That's the name of our podcast.
Hard pass.
Episode 1.
Episode...
We're starting a new campaign entirely.
Yeah.
Rise of the Planet of the Gerbos is out. Biography at Sea is in.
Ooh, hilarious. Okay. Well, I'm a cleric.
I'm also a cleric. It's great.
I don't normally play support, so I actually am going to change that. So, let's see. Maybe I'll go rogue.
Nakum went rogue?
Nakum went rogue. No, Nakum's a total paladin.
I was gonna say, Nakum the Loxodon as a rogue seems a little silly.
No. He's not.
I mean, it could happen.
A warlock?
What the fuck happened to them after?
I don't. Well,
Dark
he
path.
abandoned
Dark.
everything that he knew after murdering.
Satan!
He was a paladin of Bahamut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was a cleric of Bahamut.
Was he a cleric?
He was a cleric
Oh, I don't know why I thought he was a paladin the whole time.
because he looked like a
I
paladin.
mean, yeah, he's a big, beefy. I brought a character to the table that I was like, I'm gonna be the biggest guy at the table, and then
I was like, dude, I'm already there.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, it was good. It was fun. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad that we got to play up that dynamic of me like trying to overcompensate for not being as tall as and big as Nakum was.
Because you're like, I'm down here, and then I'm like, all of a sudden you hear, doof, doof,
Yeah.
doof. And this golden
I'm like,
elephant.
I'm a 7'8" dragonborn.
I'm 9 feet tall.
I'm a 9 foot tall by birth. Elephant man.
Coom is in preschool right now.
I think I'm gonna go. No, not persuasion. Intimidation.
I mean, do you want to stay cleric? I can switch off. I
No,
literally.
no. I'm already changing to a paladin.
Okay, I just had a level 1 character. I don't even.
Tell us a little bit about him.
Nothing. I don't even know where they came from.
Name?
Nico.
Nico?
Yeah.
Bellic?
No. I guess I'll come up with a backstory.
I think Halberd would do really well. For
That is a good
Nakum.
name.
No.
Oh.
Just, it's a weapon.
Yes. Yeah.
Ow.
Hal Bird.
The mace, holy water.
I think I'm going to be a barbarian, and I'm also going to be illiterate, which is why I need a stenographer as an author biographer.
Okay.
Many layers right now. Just like an
He's a
onion.
layered character.
Are you at least like good oratorically
We'll find out.
as a character? Fun fact: when I was in
Okay, I'm giving myself both cleave and push.
I was in 2nd or 3rd grade, and I won an oratorical contest reciting poetry. I went to like a competition outside of school reciting
Whoa.
poetry and ended up like taking 1st place in my category.
Holy
Wow.
shit.
Yeah.
Do you
Sweet.
remember the poem now?
No, but it was by Maya Angelou.
Impressive.
Mm-hmm.
Cool shit.
I can't remember it at all. I can remember parts of it that are just ingrained in my brain, and I could very easily Google it.
And I'm also the cook.
You're the captain and the cook?
Yeah.
That'll work.
I just
It's
realized
a crew of 3.
it was-
Yeah, it feels like 2 of them aren't really doing it.
Yeah, swab the poop deck, please.
That's not in our.
It was the poem "I Love the Look of Words" by Maya Angelou.
Ooh. How's it
And
going?
I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade, recited this at an oratorical contest and won 1st in my category. So the poem goes: popcorn leaps, popping from the floor of a hot black skillet and into my mouth. Black words leap, snapping from the white page, rushing into my eyes, sliding into my brain, which gobbles them the way my tongue and teeth chomp the buttered popcorn. When I've stopped reading, ideas from the words stay stuck in my mind like the sweet smell of butter perfuming my fingers long after the popcorn is finished. I love the book and the look of words, the weight of ideas that popped into my mind. I love the tracks of new thinking in my mind.
Wow. Justin, I give you 1st place of this right
The
here.
2nd time in my life I get 1st place for this poem? Wow.
Yep, you said it couldn't happen again, but then it did.
They said it couldn't be done.
Yep,
But here it is.
here it is.
In what official capacity are you giving me this 1st place award?
As the co-host of the to be determined the best Dungeon Masters podcast, which is also a placeholder name, I feel like I have that authority.
Title pending.
Title pending.
Yeah.
It's an acronym for that.
Mm-hmm. Let me know when you'll have the characters ready, and I'll do my best to just run this without having read it.
Okay. I have the idea of the character in my mind. They are on a work visa from a very far away land. They are 15 years old. This was the first job that they got. It was... Alex, how do you think your character would put out a job listing? Or was there a job listing? Did I just...
I am a go-getter, straightforward thinker. I probably would have seen you stumbling around, a little bit lost as a 15-year-old, grabbed you by the shirt and said, "You're my stenographer now."
Okay! All right!
And if he started to say no, you would have seen the veins bulging on his neck as his eyes went red.
All right.
As he almost flies into a rage.
All right.
Ready?
Wait,
I need
question.
a name. Names are the hardest.
How long have we been on the boat for?
3 days.
3 days.
2 days.
3 days.
Cool. So we've known each
3
other
days
for
at
3
sea.
days.
Is this a journey with a destination, or is there like no destination in mind? It's just like, hey, we're hitting the seas.
I think that I have explained a destination to people, and each description has been different between each person I've explained it to. There is no real destination, but I don't want to seem like I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
Oh, hold
I
on.
also noticed that in my proficiencies, I'm proficient with land vehicles in particular. There was no way for me to edit that.
You're still at the helm of the ship. There's no wind or anything. You're in the middle of still ocean, just kind of like
Yes.
turning the wheel and being like, I can see that we're making good progress.
Is there,
Excellent.
The sails are down, but they're not billowed at all. They're just still. Yeah.
is there
Very
anyone
flaccid.
else?
Flaccid, yes, that's
Flaccid
the word that they
sails.
use for sails.
Is there anyone else on the boat?
I think
Is it
it is
just
just us.
Is there like one sailor, like deckhand or anything like that, or is it literally just Nakum and the two people brought on to write his memoir?
I like to imagine the Nakum, while they don't know how to run a ship, they're doing everything.
There
Yeah,
are
not proficient at
4 kobolds.
4 kobolds in 1 trench coat.
yeah, right.
There are 4 kobolds and 1 trench coat that I hired at the bar at the same time that I found you people.
Yeah.
However, they have thus disbanded from Trenchcoat and are now running freely.
Yeah, it was one of those
Apartment.
things where it was like you're at the bar and you're like, you find them and you're like, you could come with me on my boat to write this memoir, and you're asked the question of like, well, do you have a crew? And then you look immediately to this one kobold in a
Them.
trench coat and you're like, that's my crew right there. And the kobold is just like, what? Okay.
You're hired.
Yeah, you're hired. And then discover that it's a small crew of surprisingly savvy kobolds.
They're all swashbucklers.
Yeah, they're all swashbuckler rogues. They're all level 3. They're actually all stronger than you guys.
Jesus.
That tracks.
Yeah.
You guys think about how these kobolds could kill us at any second and just take over the ship.
You see
Why
the,
don't
I'm
they?
like still holding the fucking all words. Obviously, I don't know how
The
to sail
helm.
a boat.
Wheel?
A helm,
I don't
wheel,
know.
wheel of the ship. Holding the helm as I turn to you is like, it's all about the friends we make along the way.
Let's hope we stay friends with these guys.
all of them has a sharp gleam in their eye as they dream of treasure and hoards of their own one day. Okay.
It's a fine day on the sea. Night on the sea.
The characters are traveling by sea on a misty, starless night.
I was trying to be an active listener.
The waters are becalmed, bringing their voyage to a near standstill. So, we've established why we're traveling on the ship.
For shits and gigs.
Shits and gigs.
A silent, black ship lunges out of the foggy darkness. Ghostly orbs of light float inside glass lanterns on its unmanned deck. Rows of oars run along the bottom of the ship, moving it swiftly in the becalmed water. The ship draws parallel to the character's vessel. Ropes and grapples thrown by unseen hands clatter onto the deck and tow the ships to within 15 feet of each other.
I was gonna say that's a really cool ship. And now I'm heavily intimidated.
Do you think those kobolds will help us, sir?
The kobolds scramble, and all are just like, we're under attack! Ah! And all of them immediately run below deck.
Oh.
It's just us.
Have you dealt with pirates at sea, sir?
Many a time.
Roll a deception check.
Yep.
And
7.
roll 2 insight checks for me.
Okay.
Okay, you got it. Rolling dice. If that ain't what D&D about, I don't know what is. I don't have any dice.
I rolled a 10.
I rolled a 4 minus 1.
Hey.
So
First
10
three.
on deception.
Yep.
4 minus 1.
Yep.
Okay, so Nakum, did you come up with a character name?
Javelin.
Hi, Javelin.
Javelin. Last
No,
name?
Javelin, I have seen many a
It's just Javelin.
Just Javelin. Okay.
pirate.
Javelin and
Encounters.
Nico, just Nico.
Just Nico.
Okay. First name crew. What'd you get?
Yeah, the Nico teen. 17.
Okay.
Nicotine.
He also smokes.
Cool. Nakum states that they have seen ships like this before.
Many times.
Javelin is just like, yes, absolutely, of course. This is obviously true. Nico, as Javelin's understudy, can clearly see through both of their deceptions.
These are both my bosses, so I'm gonna keep it to myself. Anything's afoot.
Wise.
Of course, sir. Yeah, of course, sir.
And obviously the first thing that you do when your ship is being invaded by ghost pirates is you go and say hello.
The diplomatic route. Write that down.
Diplomatic route.
Who has the highest passive wisdom?
Passive wisdom.
What's that?
I have a +5.
My passive perception is 13.
Hold on.
Okay. What's your passive insight?
Hold on.
Is insight also wisdom?
Yes.
Then it would also be 13.
Okay. Yeah. Highest passive insight.
I do not enjoy...
Passive insight is 14. Passive...
Okay, so 14.
Okay.
You are the one who sees through everything.
Okay. Jesus.
Nakum is going on about how to deal with these encounters. Javelin is just listening intently to Nakum. You get the sense that the ship is actually inviting you on board.
Does it seem friendly, or...?
That's what you get from it on that. Go ahead and roll a history check for me.
All of us?
Just you.
Okay. Not good. That's intelligence, right?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
That's an 8.
Cool. Hard to tell if it's friendly or not because you aren't a sailor. This is your first time on a ship, and you're assuming that this ship kind of pulled you closer to it with this kind of inviting energy that you're getting from it. Hopefully, benevolently.
Sirs, I will say it does seem like this ship wants us to walk onto it.
Interesting point. Captain, the ship seems like it wants us to walk over there and join them.
Yes, it does seem like the ship wants us to walk over there and join them.
Oh my God.
It seems like Nakum gets that point too. Write that down.
Yes, sir, of course.
I agree. I think that would be advantageous. We can leave the kobolds to manage the ship in the meantime.
You just hear from below deck, they've already started, like, cooking a meal. You just hear, like, pots and pans cluttering and clattering, as they're all cracking beers.
They really didn't waste any time to forget what was going on.
We can make a small side note preemptively that Nakum did lose their ship on the third day to a crew of kobolds.
Hey,
That's
that's
right.
not true. I've lost nothing.
I will annotate that, but also write what you said, sir.
In the footnotes.
Cool. Blah.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. If you want to pull the ship closer, go ahead and make a DC 12 dexterity check for me.
Okay. Dexterity?
Yep.
I rolled 11.
You're close.
God damn
Who
it.
has good dexterity?
I am an elephant.
Yeah, I have +0.
I rolled an 11.
Okay, well, surely that won't happen 3 times in a row. Okay, 8.
Cool.
This doesn't seem to be working very well. I've never had this happen before.
Let me give it a shot. Can I just give it a good strong yank and pull as hard as I can?
Yeah, go
All
ahead.
finesse is out the window.
Yeah,
Finesse is out the window. I grab the rope.
Go ahead and roll strain.
That is a 22.
Yeah.
Nice.
After all three of you kind of grab a singular ropes and all give it like a good generous pull, nothing happens. And then you finally are just like, well, okay, spit in both hands, like grab it by yourself further along, and then yank the top of the ship, kind of like tilts a little bit. As
You can hear like barrels rolling under deck.
yeah, the kobolds all scream.
My beer!
As
so beautiful.
as the ruckus kind of occurs underneath. And the ship, you pull your ship closer to the ghost light.
Great
cool.
work, sir.
And it bids you aboard, or at least you get the sense that it bids you aboard. There's no external kind of vocalization or sensory experience that you have.
Sirs, I get the sense that it's bidding us aboard.
Yes. I'm picking up on those exact senses.
Roll a deception check for me.
Sir, I also need to ask, I didn't ask this at the interview, but what are your pronouns?
They're he, him, the guy.
The guy. All right, Alainya.
I got a 13.
Pronouns are him because he is him.
He is him. Sir, I also never asked yours. What are your...
He, him, the man.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ.
I'm the literal one.
Who's in charge?
Yeah, no, that was a 13 on deception.
You guys can roll insight if you want. I know you have a passive insight that's higher than that, so you immediately can see through Nakum.
Yeah, my passive insight is 15.
I rolled a dirty 1.
Nice.
A dirty one. Is it so you rolled a 2 minus 1?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
no.
Yeah. I have never spoken a lie to you a day in my life. Why would you start to...
All 3
leave me out?
days. It's never
all
happened.
3 days. Exactly.
Cool. You guys climb aboard the ship. The ghost lights, rigging, and sails clank and flutter on the groaning, empty deck. Ghostly orbs of light float inside glass lanterns bolted to the masts and railings. The wheel on the rear deck corrects itself kind of without any hands to guide it. The figurehead on the ship is a smiling mermaid holding a scythe in one hand and an iron lantern in the other. And a door beneath the rear deck leads into the hold. It creaks open and closed with the wind. Go ahead, everybody, roll perception. Unless anyone has a passive perception of 14 or higher.
Yes.
You do?
Both me and Nikum do.
No, passive insight. Passive perception I have is 13.
Okay. I do have passive
You do?
perception. Mm-hmm.
So the two of you are on the ship very commandingly, just like, oh, we're here, we're going to do things. You notice right away that there are large rats lurking in the dark along the edges of the ship.
Sirs, or I mean the guy and the man, I think we have company.
Clearly, there's an entire vessel beside us.
No, I mean specifically there are some very large rats lurking in the shadows right now.
Rats, the bane of every ship.
How big are we talking?
These are big rats.
Big boys.
Yeah. Like car size?
I mean they're small sized, so they're not like car sized, but they're like 2 feet.
Okay, oh Jesus!
Two foot large rats.
Okay,
Basically Kobold sized rats.
Okay,
sorry. Yeah, they're about the size of a dog.
Oh Jesus!
Oh God!
Wisps of darkness kind of trailing from them as they scramble forward. Yellow fangs, all that good stuff.
Sir, what should we do?
That's a very good question. Be on your guard, but Captain Nakum, how would you like to approach this?
I think we should.
Write down the captain decisively emulates
go right
leadership.
onto the board and speak with these rat people.
Speak with them, sir?
Yes.
Nakum can present diplomacy across species.
Nakum can present something across.
Meanwhile, just these big dog-sized rats are just like.
Hello. Hello. What brings you to this side of the waters?
A couple of them kind of scurry into holes in the deck, and another larger one hears you kind of exclaiming towards it, looks at you with a gleam in its eye, grows a little bit larger with shadows expelling from it.
I think that's the boss, sir.
And starts charging you. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh, shit! Justin.
Yes.
Nico got an 8.
Nakum has a 12.
Nice.
And Javelin 15.
Is it Nico with a K?
Yes.
So Nico, Nikum, and Javelin.
How many rats are there? Surely no more than 10.
There's definitely no more than 10. There are 3.
Oh.
3 big shadow rats. The larger one in front, with 2 kind of behind as they charge forward towards you. And then again, the kind of setting that we've got here, you've got all the ghostly orbs of light inside glass lanterns, bolted to the masts and the railings. You've got a wheel on the deck that kind of moves on its own. There's a figurehead at the front of the ship and a door to the rear deck. So, first up is going to be Javelin.
Okay. Well, there's one charging Nakum.
Correct.
So, regardless of how far away I am from that charging rat, I'm gonna kind of unsheath a hand axe and just overhand tomahawk throw at this rat.
Nice. Go ahead and roll to hit.
So that is a total of 24.
24 will hit, yeah.
Jesus.
Perfect.
24 on your level 1 character? Jesus.
Yeah, it's a plus 5.
Yeah?
So that's
if you roll a 19. Yeah.
5 plus 3 for 8.
8 damage. Pretty hefty. Not down, but definitely a good hit.
Where in the rat do you land your strike?
I was aiming for its shoulder. Neck meets shoulder. Maximum jugular damage.
Gigantic trapezoid.
Yeah.
Not traps, trapezoids.
Yeah.
It's an animated rat after all.
Yeah, just absolutely slice into. You said it was 8 damage?
Yeah.
Absolutely slice into the trapezoids on this shadow rat.
I'm then gonna take a step back
No,
and
it's
get my
still it thunks into the floor of the ship and holds it in place. The other two still running, the one squirming underneath, trying to get loose from your axe.
I'm gonna take a couple steps back and just get my back against the railing of the ship.
Okay, cool.
And that's that.
Perfect. The next up is going to be Nakum.
Okay. So there's 2 more that are rushing forwards.
So yeah, imagine you're on the side of a ship.
Yeah, are all 3 of them kind of like in alignment, like right next to each other?
They're doing like a dog fighting maneuver where it's like one in front and the other 2 behind. They're within 5 of each other.
They're there. Okay. I am going to. I'm going to attempt to cleave, but I have to hit the first one. Okay. Let's see how we do. Hey! That is a 17 to hit.
Hits.
Wonderful. I'm gonna go to hit the one next door. Ooh, that one is a 9 to hit, so
That's
the
not
second one doesn't hit, but the first damage. Ooh, excellent. Is 11 points of slashing damage. As my halberd, I like pull it off of my back, and it's like glistening in the moonlight.
Looks wet.
Yeah. Everyone loves a good wet halberd.
Perfect. That you fully smash this rat into the beams of the ship.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You're like coughing up blood.
Yeah.
Nicotine, you gotta lay off.
Shadows dissipate as kind of viscera splatters onto the deck of the ship. That one is destroyed. Fantastic. Hefty hit. Definitely looks very bloodied. Next up is Nico.
Which one looks the most damaged?
The one that Nakum cleaved through.
Missing his nose.
Yeah. Good section of its face is carved away.
I'm not gonna cast a spell. I feel like this rat probably doesn't have too much HP left. So Nico is going to fumble to put away all of his books that he's been writing in, and then get out a mace, and then shakily just like start slamming down on this rat. Oh, cool. That is a 22.
That'll do it.
Cool.
Are you attacking the one that Javelin has pinned to the ground, or are you attacking the one that Nakum cleaved through?
The one that Nakum cleaved through.
Okay, cool.
Total damage 4.
The rats are up next. The one kind of loosens itself from underneath the axe, while the other is free. They are going to both roll against Nakum using pack tactics.
Okay.
That's cocked. 18. The other's a 1. So with advantage, 22 to hit.
That is a hit.
And the second one is 10 to hit.
It's a miss.
Cool. So one hits, the full health one gets you. The other one that's been kind of crunched by an axe, its teeth are kind of gnarled and going in 2 different directions. It's going to do 3 damage, and your strength score is reduced by 1.
Oh.
The strength score, like the total?
Not your modifier, but your score. Yeah.
Thank you. Alright, that takes me down to your +2.
Oof. Okay. That was the 2 rats. As they kind of do a circling maneuver, snap at Nikum a couple of times. One of them, his jaws not set in place and misses, and then they kind of circle back for another strafing run. Very coordinated rats. Javelin, you are up next.
Tell them to practice some tactics together.
Yeah, kind of.
That's very astute observation, sir. I'll write that down.
I'm gonna lunge forward with a great sword now to the one that I had hit with a hand axe.
Cool.
And roll a... What are you? Not very good. 10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Ooh. Well, that's all I had.
You slam your great sword down into the deck of the ship. The ship just kind of
Splinters of wood.
narrowly missing the rat's tail as it speeds by, creating splinters.
Yes, go for the tails.
Nikum, you're up.
All right, I'm gonna take my halberd and I'm gonna swing the other way, and I'm try and clean
As
2
the
of them.
2 are just doing some
Yeah.
Blue Angels. Kind
They
of
only
flight
have one maneuver, sir. They keep running in circles.
But it is at a -1 now, so that is a 19.
19 will do it.
And
Are
then,
you going for the one that Javelin hit?
yes.
Okay, the weaker one.
And then I'm gonna try and cleave the second one. Oof, and I miss again for an 8.
Yeah.
Um.
do it.
Okay, so there you are, beautiful. Okay. Plus, so now that's actually affected by the strength as well. Or no? Yes,
Yeah, your damage would go down by 1.
by 1. So that is going to be an 8.
8 damage. Cool. Cleaving it in half, hot dog style. Or hamburger style?
It would
Yeah.
be hamburger style
Hamburger
because
style.
I'm going for next door neighbor.
Yeah, you're going hamburger style. So cleaving a rat in half, hamburger style. Leaving.
Chetburger would be so proud.
Leaving.
Is he just like a canonical
Yeah, yeah.
constant?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a full
Saint.
hero.
Everybody
Full
knows
hero.
the Prince of the Burger Kingdom. Come on.
This is the second character you have that is just persists throughout dimensions.
What can I say? I make iconic characters. Okay. That's your turn, Nikum. Do you have anything else you want to do?
That is all.
Cool. Yeah. Slam the butt of the halberd on the deck of the ship. Nico, you're up.
Nico, while he was writing down whatever the hell Nikum was doing, he sees one of his spells that he forgot about. He's like, oh, of course! He lights up a cigarette because he's so stressed. Points his hand. Guiding bolt! Damn. 7.
You want to roll some actual dice?
Maybe next time.
7 is not gonna do it. These creatures are they're not made of shadow, but they look like it. So it's like this thing is almost like as it turns around a dark corner and goes into like a tucked in part of the ship, it almost seems like it disappears, and that's when you're aiming your guiding bolt at it and it disappears for a second in the shadows and you miss as a bolt of radiant energy goes wide.
Fuck. I mean... Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
One of the shadow rats, the last remaining shadow rat, is going to now circle back in its strafing maneuver.
Is it still too...
It's got its whole thing. It's a routine, so it's got it down. It's committed to it. It'll go ahead and go for javelin.
Bring it.
No longer has any access to pack tactics, but it will still go to bite you. 16 to hit.
Shit! Yeah, he
Sorry,
bites me.
language.
16 to
Don't
hit.
write that part down.
Yes, of course.
Cool. It's gonna do
Write it down. Write it down.
Oh, okay.
5 damage, and your strength score is reduced by 1 as well.
Crap.
Okay.
Tensions are high.
Yeah. Snaps
Half my health.
snaps at one of your fingers on your good hand that holds your great sword, and just kind of cripples it for the time being, and circles back for another strafing run. Javelin, you are up next.
Sir,
Okay.
the tail.
Which one had my hand axe? Where is that one? Is it far away from me?
Dead.
It is dead. Okay.
Dead on the ground.
I'm gonna, since that rat bit my good hand, I'm gonna grab the hand axe with my offhand and throw it at the one doing a strafing run right now, running around the deck, and see if I hit.
Do you have like a hand that's like fucked up, or?
Yeah, that one rat bit my hand, I guess.
Oh, so your good hand is your fucked up hand?
It reduced his strength score, so
Oh,
yeah, he's
okay.
using his bad hand now.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like in Scary Movie 2, where.
That'll
My
be a.
good hand.
Oh no! Dirty 20 to hit.
That's gonna do it.
Okay. And that's a 5 plus 3 for 8 damage.
That's good, hefty damage to it. Nakum, you see an axe fly through the air and cleave off this rat's tail. It's starting to spin out as it's lost its rudder, and it's kind of.
Have you guys ever seen a rat with rabies? That's kind of what it looks like.
Yeah, like that, but also it's like it lost directional control of where it's running, so it's starting to spin out a little bit. It's smoking.
This poor creature. I must free it. And I take my halberd and I try it and like stab straight through its head.
Very humane, sir.
That is a 18.
That'll do it.
Nice. That is 8 more damage.
And that will do it. You slam the blade of your halberd into the ground as it is about to leap up and go for another bite at you, cleaving its head clean off, the body falling limply to the ground.
We did it!
I proceed to use my halberd to pick up one of the heads. I'm just gonna have it.
Very cool, sir.
Thanks. You know, it's really important in situations like this that you exert dominance since words
Right.
work.
I'm writing down the
Diplomacy is always my first line of defense, but was not able to do so in such an instant.
Sometimes some creatures are more vulnerable to violence, sir.
I like put my halberd between you and me, and you see like the mob, this rat just hanging like this is like so like.
I'm gonna naturally fail in intimidation.
Cool. So you guys defeat the rats on the deck. Again, who has the highest passive perception? That's you, right?
Mhm.
So Nico, you notice that inside one of the glass lanterns on the deck, there's a little bit more of a blue tint to the light when you're closer, like within 10 feet of it.
I go up to Javelin. What is your current HP at?
I'm down a little bit. I'm down to 9.
Okay. I will do lay on hands for 3.
Great. I'll take it.
So yeah, you notice one of the lanterns has a little bit of a bluer hue coming from it.
Okay, Javelin is writing down the from Nikum's speech. And then there's a lot. He peeks up over his book and sees this blue light and slowly goes to touch it.
The lantern itself doesn't resist your touch. You do see inside of the lantern there's a small blue gem.
Javelin, sir. I mean,
Yeah.
The man. There's something interesting about this lantern.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. It's blue. Was that right?
Incredible observation, sir.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if we can find a way below decks. You keep up with this, all right?
Okay. Niku is gonna grab the lantern.
Nico, yeah.
Or Nico. Sorry, I mixed my name over.
The
You
lantern.
should feel bad about that.
Okay.
Yeah, you can reach in and grab.
Nicotine.
Nico T.
grab the gem, no problem. You feel a magical kind of reverberation in this stone.
Sir, it vibrates.
I love a good vibration feature.
It's a pebble.
Oh. Why is it wet?
Not all about the size, guys.
It's like a little bead.
I smell a money-making opportunity, sir.
I'm ears.
Well,
all ears.
Actually, our captain is all ears. Sorry, that was...
Wow.
'Cause you're an elephant.
On that note, the door to the deck kind of slams open, smashes against the wood of the deck, almost invitingly. You are free to do what you'd like for now.
And
Yeah, the force of the door opening causes your ears to flap in the wind.
well, now that we're done dealing with these vermin, should we continue further? Yes?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Excellent.
yes, sure,
I
totally.
shake the head off of my halberd. Yes, and I wipe some of the viscera off of it and put it back into its sheath on my back.
Very good, sir.
Holding a shield out front, I continue through the door. Is
Cool.
it wide enough?
For you to fit, yes. You approach the door, and the door actually stretches to fit your
Magic
your
of
height.
foot.
Cool, and I will allow you, Nico, to make a Arcana check to kind of glean what this gem might be.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Yes, you can cast guidance on yourself.
Okay, let me make sure I know how guidance works.
You
Add a
cast it on
D4.
yourself. It's a concentration spell. Add a D4 to your
You're
roll.
only in a room of dungeon masters.
Right. I should know the answer. Ooh. Well, it said add a D4.
DC 15.
I did not make it.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's a blue gemstone. If you...
Can I
I'll give
show
you...
it to my companions? And see
Yeah,
if they-
yeah, absolutely. If
I'll
either
take
you
a,
want to take
Examining eye at this thing.
roll an Arcana check, DC 15.
Sure.
Check this out,
I
sirs.
know not very much about items such as this.
Blue and it
but
vibrates.
in this instance, I ruled not enough.
What's going on?
Yep, 6.
It was in my pocket
I
when
rolled
that
a
did
12.
that. Oh.
12? Yeah, unfortunately that's not
We know
gonna
not
do
what this is.
it.
Hold it close to your chest, boy.
This feels pretty good.
Nobody uses that setting. Cool. So you pocket it for now and descend a 15-foot winding staircase into the rear deck. Cool. And
Wood creaks under each of my pounding footsteps.
yeah, exactly. You find yourself in a 3-story tavern.
Whoa.
Music and revelry filling the
It's like-
air, along with the smell of roasted meats and hearty ale. It goes from a dark, dank ghost ship to immediately warm and bright and with revelry and smells of food and drink and
So it's
song.
occupied though. There's groups of people.
Yes, there's lots of people here. Hundreds of green, ghostly sailors floating around the room, guzzling ale and bellowing sea shanties. Alongside them, a few dozen living sailors cheer and lift their mugs.
Huh.
There was a ship that put to sea. Sorry.
You see there is a bar with a barkeep who's just sliding drinks to living and dead patrons. Who notices you as you come in and is just like, yeah, come in. This is the Wailing Banshee.
Chet?
What?
Sorry.
You see, he
this
takes
guy?
off a burger mask off his head. And
No
he's just an older kind of dwarven man. What's your deal? You just came from upstairs.
Yeah. What is the deal here?
Well, this is the Wailing Banshee.
Heard that? Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's like a pocket dimension in the ship. It's a tavern. It's there's some living passengers in here and lots of ghost passengers that have left the world of the living. that kind of hang out here now. This is kind of like their hangout spot.
Okay, but the vessel itself.
Oh, well, the vessel itself, let's see.
I'm equally confused.
Yeah, the vessel itself.
Chet pulls
That
out
is
one of those drink
undoable.
order lists that teach you how to make drinks as the name of the ship.
So, yeah, he approaches, introduces himself as the proprietor of the establishment, the Wailing Banshee. His name is Darby, and he says, "Well, it seems like the ghost ship, invited you to help it solve a problem. There's been big old rats, boiling up from the depths of the ship.
Boiling out?
Yeah, you could say boiling. It's like it's a metaphor for how they're bubbling up from seemingly nothing. And they've destroyed lots of innocent spirits that are here. I mean, there's lots of them already, so I'm losing count, but like there's a little bit less now, I think.
Now that affects your tips. I understand why you'd be concerned.
It does. More so than anything, it's just like, I work as sort of a liaison for the afterlife, and I haven't been able to send evil spirits to the afterlife in the Galley of the Damned for about 3 days now.
Excuse me, Darby. You said evil spirits?
Yeah, evil spirits. I send the evil spirits to the afterlife. The good ones, they just kind of hang out here.
You also said the Galley of the Damned?
Yeah, the Galley of the Damned, yeah.
Is that a place that we have to go?
Well, I'm not allowed to go there right now. I've had a hard time. I haven't heard from the galley's keeper, the Rat King. That might have something to do with it. I'm not...
Sounds
Sounds related.
Very correlative.
possibly.
Hey, if you could go to the galley and find out what happened, kind of root out the rats, because they've been really causing me a headache, I would appreciate it. But I will warn you, you must pass through the Fiddler's Green. It's intoxicating. It's kind of an afterlife for good sailors on the way to the Galley of the Damned. You have to be careful not to fall prey to its charms.
Wow, this sounds...
It takes a lot to charm me.
You are a very charming man yourself, yes.
I am easily able to charm many, but it takes a lot of effort to charm myself.
Yeah, no, clearly.
Yes. But I will say one glance in the mirror and...
You see there is a big bar
you see
mirror.
like Nakum is just like, his trunk is just kind of accenting his face. It's just like this little like curve and then like kind of patting.
Yeah, you're looking at Darby, but you're also looking...
taking a look every once in a while into the mirror in the back.
Like, you know when you're on a Zoom call and you're like, your face is in the corner?
It's
yeah.
exactly
Only
that.
stare at your own face.
Yeah. Yeah. So, he asks you to go onto the Galley of the Damned, to go to the Galley of the Damned to seek out the Rat King. His name is Escarol, the Rat King, but warns you that you will have to pass through the Fiddler's Green on the way.
Sir, is this going to disrupt your memoirs?
No, this was only gonna enhance them.
Yeah. It's all part of the program.
Sir, do you just want to write memoirs? Is that your life goal?
Yeah. It's a good, honest living.
No, it's not that. I was just curious. I wanted to learn more.
You're like writing a side memoir.
This isn't about me. This isn't about me.
The memoirs of the memoir, not stenographer. What'd you say?
You're the stenographer.
Yeah,
I'm the biographist.
The memoirs of the memoir biographer. Which way to the green?
Right this way. He actually leads you behind the bar and lifts a trap door, revealing a staircase leading downwards.
Darby?
Yeah, I would appreciate it. I mean, truly, it's like, man, it's such a hassle. I've got so many customers, and like, it's hard to find good help. It's hard to find good help these days. And also, most of these guys are dead, and the ones that are alive, they're just kind of like here to drink. I don't really charge them anything, so they're all pretty housed.
You say the living drink for free here.
Yeah, well, the dead do too, so...
Why are we going to the Fiddler's Green?
I was just about to ask that, sir. I mean, we could stay for one drink.
I mean, yeah.
Write this down. We find our first Fiddler's Green in the bar itself. The great allure of free alcohol tantalizes us all.
First green bar.
Yeah, you hear.
Close enough. It's shorthand. I like the shorthand.
He opens that trap door, and you just hear like wailing moans of spirits and stuff like that, and it's just that until and then he's like, "Oh, you want a drink?" Closes it, and the sound immediately stops. And he's like, "Yeah, we got time for a drink, I think. Yeah, there's always time for a grog or a rum or." He steps on the trap door.
What do you have to drink, sir?
What's your preference?
If you have a Mai Tai, Moscow Mule.
Yeah, I've got some ginger here, and he pulls out like an old kind of like disgusting looking like pickled ginger that's like gone green, and he like slices off a little bit of it and pops the top off of a bottle, pours in some clear looking bubbly liquid, and then just tops it off with like a full like thimble full of vodka, not thimble full, but like a shot of some clear alcoholic liquid.
Looks good.
Elven clear.
Elven clear, yeah. Slides it across, puts a little umbrella in it. It's not customary to serve a mule with an umbrella, and especially not in a martini glass. You're supposed to do it in like one of those little copper things, and like I think the lime is overrated. Truly, I think all you really need is the ginger, the bubbles, and the alcohol. That's just me, though. I'm kind of a particular guy. And, like, you know, it's my bar, so I serve my particular variations of these drinks.
Yeah, it looks very particular.
Yeah, it does.
Particular.
Thank you, I agree.
Write this down. In this establishment, drinks for the living provide the pathway for drinks for the dead. I'll take a Manhattan.
Very beautiful. Sir.
Yeah, Manhattan, sure, I know what that is. And he just takes, he uncorks some gin and some orange juice.
Oh my god!
Just a screwdriver, yeah, nice.
Yeah, there you go. It's a Manhattan.
A Manhattan screwdriver.
It's got gin, it's not vodka, so it's got the juniper and the other things. That makes it fancy, yeah.
Thank you.
What's in a Manhattan?
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, so how do you know what it is? Alright.
This might be a Manhattan.
This very well could be. Sir, are you not drinking with us?
No, I must stay vigilant.
Just surely one drink couldn't hurt, sir.
I could get
with
you some
your
coffee if you want, or some like an energy drink. I've got lots of cans underneath the bar
I'll
here.
take a good can.
Yeah, I can get you some cans. Yeah, and he pulls up just what looks like a can of like peas, and cracks it open. It immediately like a little plume of smoke.
Like in the shape of like a skull.
Yeah, and it's actively bubbling.
Wow.
It's actively bubbling as he passes it across the bar to you.
I take my trunk and I vacuum seal it around the rim of the can.
Oh.
So you should have said you were hungry. We have. Wait, aren't you the cook?
Yeah, we've got a cook. We don't need any help here.
I'm not worried about that.
So are you guys?
the kobolds will starve.
I thought they were drinking beer, making food.
Cut back to the ship, and they're just quietly all passed out. One of them's hanging from the chandelier. One of them is inside
And
of
that's
a
the
giant.
first thing I did when I
They're
bought my ship was I
probably
installed the
fine.
chandelier.
Yeah, one of them's inside of a giant chili pot, just upside down.
Jesus.
They
Yeah.
seem like responsible kobolds.
If there's one thing we know about the ship is we can trust them.
4 kobolds in the trench coat. What could go wrong?
Nothing. Speaking of which, I say we cheers to Mr. Nikum's memoirs.
Like holding the can with my nose still.
It's completely vacuum sealed.
Ching, ching. Wow. That
I don't know.
tastes-
Do
How
I
was
need to
that
make
for
a
you?
Constitution check?
It definitely tastes.
Mine does too.
Yeah, go ahead and everybody roll a Constitution check. We'll say it's DC 12. It's only one drink.
Oh,
Alright,
20.
excellent. I rolled
Nice.
a natural 12.
We all pass.
Constitution, I rolled a 15.
Yeah. The alcohol doesn't affect you too much. I mean, yeah, it's one drink. You've probably been
Now-
out sea for a little bit. There's beers on the ship. You know,
Yeah,
you drink with the
how
kobolds
about-
at night.
That strength score reduction. That is until I rest. Is it a condition like poison?
It's gonna be a rest thing.
Long rest? Short rest?
Short or long rest. So if you want to take
We
the
could
time,
drink here for an hour or
Yeah,
so.
if you want to take some time here to drink and hang out, Darby's just like, yeah, honestly, take as much time as you need. Like, we're gonna be here forever for an eternity. So, what's a couple hours worth of time when you're facing, the long circle of forevertude.
Forevertude.
Wow.
Fortitude.
Darby, you have a way with words.
Yeah, I was a stenographer in my past life.
No way! I'm a stenographer right now!
Wait, you're a
Incredible.
stenographer? Who do you work for?
I work for Mr. Javelin right here.
I'm a biographer.
I healed.
You're working for him.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, no, good job. You seem like you're very well established. You're able to hire someone. How much are you paying him? You paying him the going rate?
Well, we don't need to talk about that quite yet. It's more based on the sales of the book itself.
Going rate? What is that?
Yeah, the going rate for
Strictly
stenographers.
commission-based.
Commission based?
Yeah, commission for the sales of the book.
Do I need to sell the book to get
No.
paid?
The book sales will take care of themselves.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. That seems believable.
Alright, listen, this is good fun. I just want everybody to know, since you're new here, I closed the tabs at midnight, and it's about 11:45 right now, so, it's good, it's fun, we're having a good time. We're having a good time, right?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. I appreciate it.
I didn't
need
consume anything other than the can of peas.
I do need the reassurance every once in a while.
You just ate a
The
can.
caustic can of peas,
Caustic
yes.
peas, yeah. So yeah, I can get you another round if you want. It's been about an hour since we've been hanging out, so if you need a short rest, you can give yourself a short rest.
I'm good. I've taken a short rest. I feel rested. Feel like I'm almost to my full hit points.
I'm ready to enter into the wailing screams of the damned.
Yeah, he's like, oh, if you're ready, just opens the trap door again. It's all screams and horror.
Who's first?
I'll go first.
Captain.
So brave.
Always. It tousles your hair a little bit.
Oh. I
And
light up
then-
another cigarettes. Can we smoke in here or?
Oh yeah, of course.
All
Yeah.
right, I was already smoking.
You
but
blow out the smoke and it comes out as like a wispy spirit.
I'm
Yeah.
smoking a
It
guy.
also screams and turns into a skull as it goes flies off.
Do you want one?
Yeah, where'd you get these?
I
They're
did.
spirits.
Well, I think the spirits got in when we were drinking, but here.
They've
Yeah,
used
all the
themselves.
bottles of spirits are actually just spirits that he's captured.
We just drank a guy.
So yeah, you guys open
yeah.
open the trap door.
I'm good.
The stairs lead down, and as you're kind of going down the stairs, he yells out. He's like, "Just remember, it's really intoxicating down there. Be careful not to fall prey to the green." As he slams the door, and you walk down into the dark.
What do you think he was trying to say?
I don't know, but stay on your tippy toes.
Well, surely it won't be a pack of cigarettes down there.
You
we can only hope.
You open the door at the bottom of the stairs, and it leads to a vast, sunny field with knee-high grass. There's kind of merry fiddle music and laughter carrying on a cool breeze. A giant willow tree standing at the center of this field, about 200 feet from where you are now.
Are there 4 children? 3 of them playing and all of them wearing
All of them
masks?
wearing masks? No, there's not that.
Okay.
There are groups of
It's a shame.
sailors clustered around the Gleaming Meadow. The groups of the sailors are kind of growing more dense the closer to the tree you get. They're all singing and sharing bowls of ale and lounging in the soft grass. And it seems to be like a circular kind of chamber with this tree in the middle.
Still smoking my cigarette, I turn to Nikum. Does this entice you, sir?
It's pleasant, but it also feels very misleading.
Yeah, I get that.
So, are we gonna go cut down that willow tree? Or,
Cut it down.
Is that what we're supposed to do?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm going purely off of inclinations.
Yeah, I was definitely very tipsy when he told us what we were supposed to do. I think we just have to walk past it.
Yeah, just not fall prey to it. Or maybe we don't fall prey by cutting it down, and then it falls prey to us.
Speaking of falling prey, you hear an overwhelming...
Prey starts falling like rain.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs.
You hear an overwhelmingly beautiful fiddle song begin to play from the kind of central area.
Sirens!
Everybody roll a DC 13 charisma saving throw.
Easy.
Easy peasy. 13.
Nice. Right on the money.
So easy.
Nice.
Well, you
Nice.
guys-
Yeah, I
What'd you-
rolled
Oh.
23.
Oh.
23?
What'd you get? I can't see it.
4 plus 1.
Okay.
Stenographer, God.
Gone.
You are charmed by the next person you see for about 1d4 hours.
Who am I looking at?
So, go ahead and roll a d20 for me. We'll say if you roll 1 through 10, the first person you see is going to be one of these two. If you roll 11 through 20, the first person you see is probably one of these sailors.
I got a 10.
Cool. So you see one of them, and you feel charmed by... do another odds or evens roll. Odds will be...
Jesus.
Odds will be Javelin. Evens will be Nakum.
Okay.
What was all that for
I
then?
think he was trying to do a spin and then land
Like
on
a
someone.
spin the bottle
Yeah.
sort of thing?
Yeah.
I got a 10.
Okay, so odds,
And
evens. So you see Nakum and then immediately feel compelled to sing and dance with Nakum.
Sir, I've never told you this before, but you are so charming. In fact,
Oh, I'm well aware. I flipped one of my ears.
how the fuck would make a teen dance?
His biographer's original sin, fall in love with your subject. Go to him, Nico.
Nico, is there music playing?
There is a beautiful fiddle song playing. So let's see. Here we go. Here we go.
Nico
Wait for it.
has a cigarette already lit up, but he flicks it out into the grassy meadow. Fire behind him, he lights up another one.
Using the flames from the meadow.
Sir, something about this meadow just makes me feel so good.
I can tell by your
Oh wait, here
by your dance moves.
How
and,
old is Nikum?
Gyrating motions that Nakum is 372.
Okay, Nico is a teen. He's 16.
we go. Ooh.
There's a statute of limitations or
Chill,
something here.
baby.
Yikes.
Sir, why didn't you drink with us earlier? I just wanted to have fun.
As this is happening, the two of you get past bowls of grog. I need both of you to make DC 13 wisdom saves.
Okay.
Easy.
Excellent.
10.
18.
Cool.
Two down.
You immediately are just like, this is probably not a thing I should consume. And you...
I'm gonna eat it like
Can-
popcorn
can-
watching the
I
show
was gonna
here.
say, can I
Writer.
like do like any sort of dex save to be like no?
Make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw.
Whoa.
Because you go to drink from it right away.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no.
Cool.
17.
So you
Close.
immediately start drinking deeply from this bowl of grog that a pirate handed you, and make a DC 13
I'm like,
Constitution saving throw.
Constitution
well,
now.
As Nico is
It's
kind of
just
like
gyrating
near you.
That's a 19 Constitution.
19. So you are not intoxicated by this grog. You do
it's the
manage
hands
to
behind
put it
the
down.
head that get me. It's the
Yeah.
It's this. Oh, just commenting on your excellent dancing skills.
Thank you. Thank you. Nico is well versed.
Cool. So you're dancing and singing around Nakum. If you move,
Feels like we could stay here forever,
No,
guys.
hard pass, guys. Come on. Come on.
Of course, sir. Whatever you say.
yeah. So if you move 5 feet from Nakum, you're gonna have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
I am glued to them like.
And then it's to the point where I'm like, dear God, what the fuck? Like, stop.
You smell so good, sir. So musky.
It's dead rat. I just...
As
Because, how tall are you?
What, like 4 feet or something?
Oh, shit. Yeah. You are at crotch level.
So musky.
Oh no!
crotch and ass level.
Because, I'm like 8 feet.
There's a warm wind blowing, sir. It feels good.
Smells
As
acidic.
It really does.
As you drink the grog and don't fall into the intoxication of it, you pass along the grog and withstand the sounds of the music. Off in the distance, you hear a scream as someone yells, "Rats!" Writhing black shapes cut through the tall grass about 20 feet away, and 4 giant rats leap out, tearing a ghost sailor completely apart.
Ooh. Jesus.
They start working on another one, and they
The
will.
very happy, peaceful music continues.
Yeah.
As you hear this.
Yeah, he just screams in the distance. They are going to destroy him in 4 rounds if you don't stop it.
Does this ghost have like a name and backstory that would compel us to help them?
Yes,
He's
his name
3
is
days
Charles
away from
Dickens.
retirement.
Oh, what? No, it's Charles Dickens! We have to help him!
Help me! My name is Charles Dickens. I'm being torn apart by rats.
Wait, the famous poet?
Yes,
Wow!
the one from Earth.
Where?
Earth. Help me, please.
I once won an oratory contest.
Yeah,
Reciting your poems.
Cool. He
He
is
says that. He's like, oh, cool.
is torn apart. Is beginning to be torn apart by rats. Do you wish to help?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Everybody,
Shake out of its crew.
roll initiative then. Is a
Damn it.
okay. Actually, no. Never mind.
Oof.
You're fine. Cool. So we have 4 rats this time.
4 rats. We're rats.
That's
We're
a
rats. We eat Charles Dickens.
Yeah, they're all snapping and walking in unison. They all do everything in unison. That's the thing about these rats. They're very.
I told you they've been practicing tap this whole
They're
time.
very
God, they're beautiful,
structured.
sir.
You start repeating their dance moves. You're like,
Sir, we can learn a thing or two.
Cool. What's initiative for y'all?
Nakum is at a 5.
5. Good.
12.
Javelin is at 12. Good.
11 for nicotine.
11 for nicotine. Cool. Rats are up first. They are, because you have not gotten to them yet, they are going to...
I'll take both if you're offering.
Go for it.
They're going to continue tearing apart this ghostly sailor. Let's see. Click. Ghostly sailor. Yeah, they're going to make 4 attacks on this guy.
Oh, Jesus.
That's a hit. That's not a hit.
You don't have anything
That's a hit.
ranged. I mean, I could throw a
That's not a
halberd,
hit.
right?
Yeah.
So, they're going to do...
How far away are they from us?
Hold on 1 second. They do quite a bit of damage to it. They're about 20 feet from you.
Not Dickens!
He's just like, oh no, I'm Charles Dickens, please, no rats, I have so many more stories to tell. They do a hefty amount of damage to him, and you can see the strength kind of being sapped from his body. And up next is Javelin. You're the first to act after the rats take a turn.
I'm just
Charles
gonna
Dickens.
sprint straight forward with my great sword pointed out. I'm gonna be the tip of the spear and try and impale one of these rats. It's gonna be a 16 to hit.
16's gonna do it.
Decent.
That is 9 plus 3 for 12 damage.
Hefty hit. You see this one immediately is just crawling, broken apart by... Did you hit it with your axe or your greatsword?
Greatsword.
Cool. You cut off, like, the back quarter of its body in a diagonal, so it's got, like, a leg in the back that's barely holding on, and its front claws are just kind of all that's pulling it forward now, while it's got viscera and guts kind of pooling out behind it.
Out of it.
I definitely like to imagine it's the rats from this Broadway musical.
From the
yes,
Nutcracker.
it's exactly that. They're all very they're all very theater trained. And yeah, one of them had its back leg cut off and it's got guts trailing from it.
Sick.
Javelin, that was your hit. Nico, you're up next.
Oh, I'm up next?
Yes.
How close to death does this rat with his leg cut off look?
A strong breeze could take care of it.
I run up screaming. Wait. How close are any of these rats to Niku?
Nukum hasn't moved yet, so Nukum is still 20 feet away.
Alright, Guiding Bolt. I think, if Short Rest, I don't think refills my spells, actually.
For a cleric, no. Because Warlock's the only class that gets its spells back on a short rest.
That is unfortunate. I think I only have one spell slot at level 1. If I remember correctly. Let me double check. Yep. Oh, nope, 2. Cool. I will cast Guiding Bolts on this rat. Actually, no, that's a waste. I'll cast it on a different rat. Well, shit. 9.
9 to hit?
9 to hit.
9 won't do it.
Damn it. I miss. And then pass my turn.
As you go to hit, you use your magic and cast at one of these rats. You feel the stone in your breast pocket begin to vibrate and floats and levitates out and begins to orbit kind of around...
An Ioun stone!
Around your
Is it?
head.
I don't know.
That is exactly what it
I'm
is.
very meta. Nakum doesn't know that.
That is exactly what it is, though.
Sir, something weird's happening.
Can I make another arcane check?
You can make an arcane check with advantage.
Sir,
due to
what do I do?
Some meta knowledge. And
Javelin!
Nukum's gone on adventures
Hey!
Javelin, what do I do?
19.
Kill the rat!
Feel the power! Feel the power within the stone!
What does that mean? What do I do?
before. So this is an Ioun stone.
What kind of Ioun stone?
So the stone has 24 AC, 10 hit points resistance to all damage. It has an absorption skill. So while this thing orbits your head, you can use your reaction to cancel a spell of 4th level or lower cast by a creature you can see and targeting only you.
Oh, cool.
As it absorbs spells, it can have other effects. So yeah, now you just have this kind of stone of like spell absorption floating around you that you can use a reaction for.
This feels like it'll be relevant in the future in like a couple of seconds.
Who knows?
Ioun stone. From one dungeon master to another dungeon master, do some homework. Ioun stones are cool as fuck.
They seem cool, but I love homebrew. I never use.
You can do so much homebrew with Ioun stones.
Yeah,
I
there's
am
a lot that you
actively
can do.
in Revelia right now. There are 4 Ioun stones. I'm not gonna get into that. Actually,
Yeah.
I will
Save it.
full on
Save
go
it.
onto a tangent.
Save it.
My favorite magical items are 1, talking swords.
God
Talking
damn
swords
it.
are great.
Yeah, you gotta love being a DM and being like, cool, I have another thing that I constantly have to give a voice to.
Exactly.
Actually, one of the reasons why I'm not a big fan of warlocks as players.
Yeah, because you have to voice
So
their
much
patron.
more work.
Yeah. Okay, so
Hot take. Okay.
Nico
It's a hot take.
missed their hit. Nikum is up next.
It was empty.
Is there one more?
No, there isn't. I
Oh,
checked.
okay.
I stole the rest of it.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Nakum is going to step forward. And there's 4 of them. They're all 20 feet away.
Correct.
Okay. I'm gonna
They're
step
all tearing
forward
apart Charles
10
Dickens.
feet. I have reach with
Your
my
halberd.
halberd.
Yeah.
I am gonna attempt to cleave 2 of them. I have to hit the first one though. Okay, that's a hit. Natural 17.
It's gonna do it, yeah.
And then, hey, all right. Adjusted. That is, and I got that strength back, so that's adjusted 20.
Oh, for the cleave hit.
Yeah, for the second cleave hit.
Okay, which one are you targeting? Are you targeting the one that Javelin nearly took out, or a fresh one?
A fresh one, and the second one's that
Cool, got it.
limpy one.
Got it.
Okay. First one, oh, excellent. Plus 3, so 13.
13 damage?
Yep, slashing, and then the next one is gross 4. Wow, I rolled max damage and then minimum damage.
Fully cleave through one and slice through the remains of the other. You took out 2 rats. The full health one. Yeah, the full health one and the one that was on death's door. Cool. Charles Dickens is like, thank you for helping me. This is so much. They're still eating me. Fuck. As they,
So you laugh at your pain,
as
Charles.
he gets consumed.
It's pretty horrifying that you can still die even when you're dead.
Yeah, it's a rough life.
You mean dead?
Rough
It's a rough
afterlife.
It's a rough afterlife. So he gets consumed by the rats, and then they turn to face Nakum, and they're gonna both make pack tactics bites against Nakum for taking out 2 of their allies.
Can I ask sort of like an esoteric question?
Yes.
Does Charles Dickens, like, they're eating him unalive?
Mm-hmm.
Does that stuff grow back, or is he just like that for all eternity?
They're magical shadow rats, so they're
consuming essence.
they're consuming his essence.
So, like, are his legs gone or something, or?
His incorporeal body is being consumed by the rats. So,
So
yeah.
he's like a smaller version of Charles Dickens.
it's not
mini
Shrink
Dickens.
with each bite. He's like,
shrinks a
and
little
then
bit.
his
He's little
voice
Dickens.
goes up an octave. And it's like, I'm Charles Dickens. Thank you for helping me. I'm Charles Dickens. They're still eating me. They're still eating. Oh dear God.
I feel like afterwards we'll leave it up to group decision, but I do want to take Charles Dickens with us.
We'll just have like a mini Charles Dickens orange.
I don't have a whole lot of life essence left, but I'll come with you.
I'm gonna pull up some.
But you have to save me first. I'm almost dead.
We have a goal now.
Cool.
Is it still
16
gyrating?
Is 16 hit, Nakum?
Fuck yes.
Okay.
God damn it.
And 21 will hit too.
Fuck.
Cool.
Damn.
You're hit twice.
What's your health?
9.
Fuck.
Or no. I healed. I'm at 11
Okay.
because of the short rest.
You take
I used
7
my
damage.
1.
And your strength is reduced by 2.
Damn.
God, guys, I need that to do any of my abilities, guys.
And that is their turn. Javelin, you're up next.
I was like, hold on.
7.
The 2 remaining have not been hit yet.
They're both fresh, yes.
So I'm just gonna hit one of them at random again with my greatsword.
Cool.
Probably not actually hit them. 13 to hit.
13 will do it.
Thank
Hey,
God.
Nice.
So that is 6 damage.
Okay.
6 is good.
That's my turn.
Nico is up after Javelin.
I am going to attack the one that was just attacked by Javelin and use Sacred Flame. Or actually, no, Toll the Dead, because that does an extra d12. That is actually a really good spell.
I have Divine Smite. I'm holding off on. No. Because this is a mini boss.
This is the boss?
No.
This is 4 rats.
That's what I mean.
This is just 4 rats.
This
So
is
no,
4
I'm not
rats.
using Divine
I
Smite.
thought the 4 rats was the boss. This is the final
Gotta be.
boss.
4 rats is not the boss.
This is crazy.
Believe it or not.
I don't believe it. How the hell do I cast Toll the Dead? Do they need to make a spell save or something?
I
Toll the
think
Dead?
so.
Yeah, Toll the Dead.
I have it right here. Hold on.
Hold on, no, I got it. You guys know everything I need to learn. Target exceeds target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save. Cool.
My spell save DC is 12. They need to beat a 12 with Wisdom.
12 Wisdom. These shadow rats. Where are
The one that's
stats?
already taking damage.
Yes, got it. God, where's your stats? Shadow rats.
Is that their theme song?
Wisdom
Yeah.
-4 to wisdom.
Sweet.
Well, 16 -4 is 12.
So it still beat it.
Still passed.
Bullshit. Their theme song plays in the background.
Shadow rats. It's the Nutcracker. Do they take half or nothing?
Let me read. Target succeeds saving throw will take. The target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or take 1d8, so they take nothing.
Okay, so then yeah, takes nothing. Okay, cool. Nakum.
Alright. I flick the viscera off of my halberd.
That was
and
so hot, sir. I mean,
Yeah, dig your way out of that one.
Thank you. Thanks, and I tussle your hair again. And I am going to swing at the. There's still two.
There's still two. One of them is.
One's not looking so
One of
great.
them is bloodied, and the other is full health.
Okay, I'm gonna swing at the full health one first. Fuck! I miss, which means that I cannot.
What'd you roll?
A 9. But I'm just.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I know this character sheet that I just made. That on a hit is when I can do cleave.
It would make sense that you can cleave on a hit. Yeah.
Once per turn, if you hit a creature with a melee attack, yeah.
Yeah.
So as a bonus action then, so I don't get to hit the other one.
Have you been using 2024 rules for your greatsword?
I don't know.
They should have an extra
Ability.
attack ability.
if you're
No, I
using D&D
definitely haven't.
Beyond, it's in there.
I
Just...
googled pre-made character sheets and downloaded one.
Wow.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. I am going to use. Ugh,
I'm
gross.
using a great sword. I can't remember what this is.
I can pull it up.
Where's the...
I have 3 points of lay on hands left, or I could do cure wounds.
It has the graze
I don't think
property.
actually cure wounds. I don't think is a.
If your
bonus
attack
action.
roll with this weapon misses, you can deal damage to that creature equal to the ability modifier you use to make the attack roll.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Always do damage.
So yeah, pretty much always do at least a minimum amount of damage.
Yeah, it's an
And your
action.
axe will have something different.
I will use my remaining lay on hands and give myself 3 points of healing.
Cool.
And that is my turn.
Sweet. That brings it back to the rats.
The rats. The rats.
We the rats. They had just attacked Nakum, and Nico is standing right next to Nakum, so they're going to take... One of them will take 2 bites at Nico, one will take 2 bites at Javelin.
Just try it.
14?
That absolutely hits.
Cool. And for Javelin, nat 20.
God damn it.
Javelin, what's your HP? Javelin pulls out his phone. Yeah, 1 second.
You're going to take 9 damage, Javelin,
Okay.
and your strength is reduced by 1.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
And Nico is going to take 4 damage, and your strength is reduced by 1.
Okay, that's okay. I'll use strength.
Give me 2 seconds. I need to use the bathroom.
Alright. Intermission.
I'm not looking too hot.
Will you let me edit this before you post it?
Yeah, if you want to edit, I was gonna add music and stuff.
I mean, there should be
Have some
editing
wacky
for
sound
it,
effects.
I love that.
You want to edit? Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Cool.
Yeah. It would be a lot easier on me because I do not want to edit. I suck at editing.
You also have a lot more time than I do.
True.
So
But you have
don't expect it done.
You have a lot more willpower than me.
This is true.
Yes, so
This is true.
you know, there's that.
I'm legitimately happy that you started your assignment last night.
I totally did.
What is assignment? What are you talking about?
I have to make a flow chart. It's for UX UI. I have to make a flow chart and a wireframe, basically detailing how a menu works in the game Overwatch 2. Which she doesn't believe that I had to have Overwatch 2 open, which I did play.
Yeah, video games are your homework now.
Exactly.
So you can just play it.
Well, I'm not supposed
You're
to.
basically doing homework.
Essentially, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for all believing with me.
Yeah. Yep.
So while we have this time to wait for Justin, why don't you call him Dungeon?
I don't know, but it's gonna stick after a while.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know
We'll all
if
have
you-
D&D themed code names.
Cool.
All right, Justin is Dungeon.
Alex is. Is there something that?
Not that sounds like the name Alex or Alexander, no.
Well, I mean, does Justin and Dungeon?
Yeah.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
I see it.
Alex Hand Axe. That doesn't work.
Hand Axe is a pretty badass.
Battle Axe.
The name Hand Axe. Do we want to regale any tips and tricks for dungeon masters listening to the podcast?
Don't plan. It turns out better when you don't plan and you come out with it on the spot. When you're under the pressure of the moment, your brain just comes out and works harder than it would during your planning session. So in the moment is better. It's called planning in the moment.
Wow.
When you plan as you perform.
I adamantly disagree with everything you just said.
What is?
I mean, sorry. I actually teach a class on this now, so it's like improv is very, very important. But I also think minute amounts of planning are important, even if it's just for one shot. I think just having something simple as the who, the why, and the where. That's pretty much all you really need.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna take the coward's route and agree with both of you. That you should not only not plan, but also have a little bit of planning. You should know the name of a couple NPCs.
No, those I don't really name unless they are long-standing NPCs like Guckish.
Well, I specifically remember that me and Alex, whenever you would introduce an NPC that had no reason to be introduced, we would ask for their name, their backstory.
Yep.
Yeah.
It got to the point, guys, where I created a chart of character names and potential backstories.
Yeah, that's my go-to, is just have a list to reference of character names.
But then I also remember when you told us you did that, that's when we stopped doing
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't as fun.
Like, oh, we're not torturing them anymore? Okay.
Yeah.
How was your potty break?
Good. We're picking back up at the three of you and your turns after the rats attacked both of you.
Yes.
Javelin is up first.
Okay, I'm going to use my greatsword again, this time with its correct abilities.
Hell yeah.
Raise.
Nice.
But I also have -2 to my strength, which
You're
means
using a great sword with -2 to strength.
which means I only have a +4 to hit, so that's a 6 to hit.
6 will not hit.
Yeah.
So that means I do 1 damage because my strength, or no, 2 damage because my strength is down by 2. So 2 damage.
Oh, okay.
2
So
damage.
it's normally +4, but now
It's normally +3, but now it's +2 because the strength modifier
okay.
changes every
Got
time.
it.
Yeah.
So it does. So you're doing 1 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage.
Still
okay.
good. Still better than what I've contributed.
Cool. Nico, you are grinding away.
Nico is continuing to grind. I'm assuming
Nico, get off of Nikum and
I
focus.
can't stop! The musk!
It's the musk. Come in, what can I say?
Shower, please.
Oh, you said you liked
It's
the
been
most.
3 days at sea.
It's driving me crazy.
It's a little sweaty down there.
More, this is like a swamp. Getting pulled in. Nicotine is going to cast Sacred Flame. Because that is one of the spells I have ready to go. I think that you need to make a dexterity saving. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna bet that they can't make that wisdom saving throw. Toll the Dead one more time.
They do have a -4. I just rolled really good last time.
Yeah, there's no way you can get above.
But I said get a 12.
Yes, you just need to roll
2.
All right,
Hey.
sweet. That's
So -2.
1d12
You're attacking the fresh one or the damaged one?
damaged one because they get more damage
Cool.
when that is going on. So 1d12, nothing added to it. You got to be fucking kidding me.
You roll a 1?
I did roll a 1.
Cool.
I hate digital dice.
So it does 1 damage.
Is he dead?
Nope.
Okay,
Is that it for your turn?
that's all I can do.
Nakum,
Oh
be...
shit, guys! It's 3 o'clock. I need to be at work right now.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Shit. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
It's close.
Yep.
At
All right.
least, yeah, this is way closer than my place is.
Yeah.
God, I'm
hopeful.
so sorry,
No,
guys.
you're good. You're good.
What shall you do without your captain?
Find out next time on Dungeons and Dragons on DM Squared.
DM squared.
Or
Beholder.
TBD.
dildo.
Beholder dildo.
what else the fucking got?
Oh,
Damn. Misfit Dungeon Masters. Dungeon Masters, Mayhem, Antics, and Narrative. Saga. That's all I got.
Hell yeah.
Alex, you wanna roll us out? Or
Yeah.
on the
Tune in next time for TBD Dungeon Beholder Dildo Masters Squared.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. We love ending on a bass line.
On a Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a separate recording of that, and that's just gonna be the end. So-
I'll give you a couple versions of it.
Okay, yeah, we'll scroll through or smash them all together.